Hello, Wonderhussy here, hanging out in the middle of nowhere again. That's right, this is my first big trip since getting sick with what I called Cocoa Puffs. Anyway, I'm finally well enough to travel around again, so I'm headed to my grandma's house. That's right, just like Little Red Riding Hood, I loaded up my basket and I'm headed to see my grandmama for her 90th birthday. Well, she lives up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I live down in Death Valley, so I've got a lot of desert to cover before I get to her place. And I thought I might as well get out and stretch my legs and check out some weird stuff along the way. So here I am, checking out some weird stuff. Now you can see from this flag that it's real windy out here right now. In fact, this whole desert is being blasted by ice cold winds blowing in over the mountains there from the Pacific. So apologies if the audio is a little bit messed up, but I'm doing the best I can. Anyway, the first place I decided to stop is a lonely plane crash memorial. That's right, it was another one of them fancy government planes that went down. I'll bet you anything the Strategic Beer Command erected this awesome, I don't know what you call it, sculpture, statue, in honor of the 5 airmen who lost their lives in a crash right here at this very site back on June 5th, 1948. That's right, all the way back in 1948, these 5 guys were out, I guess, test flying a YB-49. Now, I'm not an aircraft person. I don't know anything about aircraft, but I guess a YB-49 was some kind of, at the time, experimental aircraft. They were testing it out here in the desert because this is where a lot of the aerospace industry was and is. Edwards Air Force Base is just right down that way, not too many miles. And as a matter of fact, one of the guys who lost his life in this plane crash here is the guy they named Edwards Air Force Base after. Oh yeah, you can see this was definitely erected by the Strategic Beer Command in 2017. If you're unfamiliar with the Strategic Beer Command, they're a great group of adventurers, off-roaders, explorers, and patriots who are also aircraft enthusiasts, and they go around erecting these little memorials at plane crash sites all over the place. Matter of fact, if you watch that video I made where I tried to find the crash site of that super secret A-12, well, the Strategic Beer Command, they were the guys that erected that monument out there. Like I said, a finer group of patriots couldn't be found. Anyway, they erected this memorial here in honor of the 5 airmen who lost their lives in this accident. Major Daniel Forbes, I think he was actually the pilot. And then there was Lieutenant Ed Swindle. There was Claire C. Lesser, I think that was a male, not a female. Charles H. LaFontaine, and I don't know if you can see, Captain Glenn Edwards. Kind of looks like it's backlit. I'm not sure you can make that out. But that's the guy, Captain Glenn Edwards, that Edwards Air Force Base is named after. How about that? Mighty Edwards Air Force Base, just right over yonder, named after this poor soul who unfortunately crashed and lost his life right here in this lonely, godforsaken patch of desert, which back in 1948 would have been even lonelier and even more godforsaken. So it's actually pretty cool. In addition to this monument built by the Strategic Beer Command, there's an American flag on a pole, and it's in pretty good shape. It looks like folks come out here and change it out every now and then. Looks like there was another pole with another flag next to it. I'm not sure what that was or what happened to it. But then there's also this kiosk. I wonder if this has some information in it. Oh yeah, it says YB-49 crash site visitor log. So basically, I guess, oh gosh, look how many people have come here to check this out. I mean, these are all just from October, November, December 2023. I mean, golly, look at that. January 12th, 2024. That was yesterday. Ugh, I gotta be real careful. I don't want any of these papers to blow away in all this wind, but gosh, yeah, today's January 13th, so it looks like somebody was just here yesterday. I'll go ahead and sign my name right after theirs. Very carefully. Oh, look, the guy who was here just before me, Justin LaFountain, has the same last name as one of the people who died in the crash. I wonder if he's related. Wow, that's intense. 1/13/2024. Where am I from? Death Valley, USA. That ought to explain everything. Let's see if there's any more information about the crash in here. Oh yeah, look. Here's pictures of the guys. Oh my God, look at this. Glenn Edwards was a stud. He looks like Errol Flynn. I mean, they all are very, very handsome young men, and it's really sad what happened to them. But yeah, there's a little bit of information about what happened on the day of June 5th. They were on a routine test flight, and, well, something caused them to crash, and it doesn't really say what. I guess they don't know, but and there's some photos. Oh, sorry, it's really hard to shoot this because it's so dang windy today. Well, there's photos of the plane wreckage. There's photos of the aircraft itself in action. Look at it. It was really cool looking. It looks like a stealth bomber kind of. Let's see. Oh, there's a picture of one flying at high altitude. Oh, here's a great picture. Look at that. That's so cool. It says here that it was an 8-engine jet-powered flying wing bomber prototype, if that makes any sense. Okay, I better close this up before the guest book blows away. For that matter, I should hang on to my hat in case my hat blows away. But before I get back into the safety of my car, I want to take a minute, and let's all take a minute, to just remember these poor, brave souls who lost their lives in the service of their country. I mean, say what you will about the military. They were doing what they felt was right. You know, test flying this new bomber that could be used against the bad guys, whichever bad guys there were at the time. I guess back then it would have been the Ruskies, you know? They died doing what they felt was right in the service of their country. So let's all give them a moment of respect. Oh, God, I gotta get in my car and out of this wind. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm really into these plane crash memorials. I do think it's really neat to be able to stop and, you know, pay my respects at them. And so I'm glad that I came out here. But this wasn't the only reason I came out to this part of the desert. Okay, I'm out here because I gotta drive this way anyways to go to my grandma's birthday party. But there's also something very interesting out in the desert a little bit farther that way that I just happened to read about online last night, and it's only open once a month on the 13th of each month. Well, today happens to be the 13th. I happen to be traveling through this area, so I feel like it's almost a sign that I should go check it out. Oh, whoa, this has absolutely nothing to do with what I wanted to go check out. But you don't see a burned out car laying in the middle of the road every day, so might as well stop and check it out. Okay, we're not that far from the paved road. I can't imagine what happened here, but it looks like this thing blew up, caught on fire. I can't even tell what kind of a car it was. Some kind of SUV, I guess. Golly! I hope whoever was in this thing is okay. It's kind of like the Wild West out here. People drive all kinds of vehicles in all kinds of ways on all these dirt roads, and there's a lot of like off-roading and motocross dirt bikers that come camp out here and razz around. And well, I don't know if that's anything to do with any of that, but I had to stop. But let's get back in the car and keep going to my final destination, which is it's a church. I don't know if you saw that sign back there. It said Our Lady of the Rock. Well, apparently it's some kind of religious shrine way out in a, well, I was gonna say God-forsaken desert, but apparently it's not God-forsaken, because this religious shrine, it's only open once a month on the 13th of each month, and supposedly, according to what I read online, thousands of people come out here, because I guess, I don't know, people have seen the Virgin Mary, I feel like, up in the sky above it. And so I think a lot of people come out here hoping to be healed or blessed, or, well, I'm not really sure what. I just thought, since I'm driving through here on the 13th, I couldn't not go check it out. Okay, well, I don't see really anybody here except one guy, so I'm not sure what's going on, but the gate is open, so let's see if we can go take a look. Okay, wow, I don't know what's going on here. It says it's called Our Lady of the Rock, and it looks like there's some kind of little chapel or church back here, but it looks, I don't know, man, the whole place looks busted and burned out. I mean, talk about that burned out car. Looks like there was some kind of huge fire here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. These are, oh gosh, what are those called? Smudge pots. They use those in the orange groves to keep the oranges from freezing in the winter. And so a lot of people take them out to the desert camping because you just put any kind of old oil in them and it creates an amazing warm fire. I don't know if that's what caused all of this, but something definitely tore through here. Okay, I was just talking to that guy over there, and he said they're getting ready to close. So I can't really dilly-dally as long as I would like to, looking at all this burned out wreckage. But yeah, wow, I don't know what the deal is here. It's just some kind of outdoor religious shrine or chapel. Like I said, apparently my understanding is people have seen the Virgin Mary in the sky here, so I don't know if there's any like relics here or what. Really interesting. It's like there was a fountain here, but it's totally dried up and just full of desert grasses now. But I guess this is the religious shrine. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm in Mexico. This does not feel like I'm in the United States. Holy moly. Look at all of these religious candles. Like just like stacked up. I guess that's Our Lady of the Rock. I mean, there's the lady and there's the rock, right? I mean, none of these candles have even been lit, which I guess is a good thing considering all that burned out wreckage back there. The last thing they need is another fire. Oh, like there's somebody back there. Man, this place is so weird. Like, it's open. The gate was open. It's open to the public on this day, the 13th of each month, but where is everybody? Maybe I just got here too late and they were all here this morning. It wasn't quite as windy earlier in the day, so maybe they all, you know how church folk are. You know, they get up real early while I was probably still drinking my coffee. I missed the whole thing. Well, I don't know if they only do a thing once a month or if people come here all the time. It looks like there's a fire pit. You know, people, you can sit around and have a little campfire. Looks like there might be some kind of sign here. Behind the old dried up fountain. It says, oh yeah, here. So it's a big metal cross. And it says, La Cruz. Uh-oh, I don't speak too much Spanish, and this whole sign is in Spanish. I'll see if I can figure out what it says. Esta cruz, this cross represents the Holy Spirit. Los pedazos de metal represent las almas del mundo. Something about the souls of the world. Unos pedazos son chicos, otros son más grandes. Some, whatever pedazos are, some are small, others are big, just like souls. Oh gosh, my Spanish is way too rusty to understand what this means. I guess this is mostly used by Hispanic people. I mean, there's a ton of Hispanic people who live in this area. And they're very Catholic, so this must be their shrine. Hey, what is this place? Do you know anything about it?
What's that?
Do you know about this place? Like what it is?
No.
Oh man, that guy said he doesn't know what this place is either, but then it's like, well, why are you out here? The stuff you find in the desert. I mean, it looks like somebody lives back here maybe, but I don't know. I don't want to just go poking in their business. I guess I'll just keep moseying along my way to my grandma's house and leave this mysterious site a mystery. One last look before I leave. You know, I'll bet you anything. I mean, this looks like, I was gonna guess this was like a baptismal fount. Like maybe this is supposed to be full of water and they do baptisms in here, but I don't know. It looks pretty janky. I can't imagine being immersed in water in there would make you any holier. Oh, look, a dog. Hi, baby. Oh no, dog's running away from me. Oh wow, yikes, look at these teddy bears. Why is there a teddy bear sitting on the church pew? This lonely little teddy bear. Oh gosh, I mean, I've seen some things in my day, but I have never seen anything like this place. There's a book. What's this? Remembering Baby? Oh, Prayer to Jesus Crucified. Oh, it's like a little tiny book of prayers. Oh my god, it's like a little doll-sized book of prayers. Well, I guess I could give it to this teddy bear. Let him read it. Give you something to do there, Teddy. While you're sitting there anyway. Oh wow, look, here comes a nun. What in God's name is going on here? I guess maybe that nun lives here? Oh, God, I feel like I'm trespassing. I'm not, I swear. It said it was, I looked it up on Google Maps. I just stumbled on it. Oh, anyway, I'm trying to be respectful of whatever's going on out here. And actually, if it wasn't so windy, I can see this being a very peaceful, pleasant place to be a nun. Or to pray, you know, just to come out and, you know, be under the beautiful wide open sky and, you know, and sing songs together. Oh gosh, you can tell I'm not a religious person. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and leave. This poor nun, she looked like she was in a hurry. I'm not sure what's going on, but, well, I have a feeling she probably wants to close this gate soon, so I guess I'll go back to my car past all this weird burned out stuff. Golly, I wonder what happened. If anybody watching this knows anything about this weird Our Lady of the Rock out in the middle of BFE, California, sort of halfway between Barstow and Bakersfield, please let me know in the comments. See, they've got a big old padlock on the gate. I guess they're getting ready to roll it up and shut her down, and no one's gonna be back until February 13th, when presumably the weather will be better and there'll be a bigger crowd. Whoa. As for me, I am getting back in my car and continuing on my way to my grandma's house before I get attacked by the big bad wolf.